Hello everyone and welcome to Wilson Waffling Live, episode 28, recorded Sunday the 11th of January 2015. Catch up with Will Waff Live. I'm going to give you a little song, just to fill in the gap. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Okay, cue titles.
Wilson Waffling.
Oh, transition. Perfect transition. How good was that? It's zoomed in nicely. Sorry, I was busy watching, and headphone trauma. I was busy watching Aladdin, and I suddenly thought, oh, I haven't done Wilson Waffling Live yet, but I remembered that I decided that I was going to change the time, and I thought it'd be much better to do it sort of like on the evening, sort of like 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, and then go off and play some World of Warcraft. So I thought, right. And then I suddenly looked at the clock, and I was looking at it, and I thought I was just watching Aladdin, and then I suddenly thought, oh no, Wilson Waffling Live. So I had to quickly do the washing up, and then because I need a nice clean kitchen, and then that was it. Straight on I was. And so anyway, welcome to Wilson Waffling Live episode, was it 28? 28, that's quite amazing, isn't it? 28 episodes. If you're watching this live, welcome. And remember, if you want to follow along on Twitter, you can do using the hashtag. And I think I've got a nice hashtag. Do I have a hashtag? No. That's not very good. I do have at iWilsonYSJ. So if you do want to quickly pop along to Twitter and copy me in and sort of like say, hi there, nice to meet you, really looking forward to the show, then you can do. Or you can do, if you wish, if you do go along to Twitter, I'm nearly there, you can use the hashtag WillWaffLive. So if you're not actually, here we go, chink, there you are. If you can't actually reply to me, then you can add Will Waff Live. Alternatively, if you're watching me on Ustream, welcome you guys there. Remember, there is a chat room there, and you can go over. At the moment, it looks like there's 3 of me in there, but there's not really, there's only 1. But that's down here. And if you'd like to pop along to the chat room, you can see here, here's the chat room. You can see it's buzzing, absolutely buzzing. Nobody ever uses it, but I like to have it there. You can see that there's actually 3 of me there. So so by all means, nip along there if you wish, or if you just want to chill out and put me on in the background, then that's absolutely fine. I'm quite happy for you to do that as well. Oh, and if you're watching this on YouTube too, it's almost like the X Factor. Please do not vote now, because I'm not really here. You're watching a recording. Okay? Good on you. Brilliant. So, I thought I'd entertain you at the beginning with a bit of a sing-song. I could show you the world. Were you just transported? Were you transported to Aladdin? Were you on that magical carpet, zipping through the air? If you were, my job is done. Okay, so I wonder what you're doing at the moment. I was thinking that, and do you want to know, Twitter initially, what all that Twitter was set up to when it started ages ago, and I sort of like joined Twitter sort of like quite early on, and what it used to be was more just to do with what are you doing at the moment. So you used to tweet things like washing up, or walking down the street, or going to work. So let's zoom back in time for a while. And if you are on Twitter, and just for a change, why don't you actually just put on what you are doing, and then reply to me. Here it is, look, reply to me, or use the hashtag WillWaffLive, and we will see what comes up. And tell me what you're doing. Are you just sat watching Aladdin? Are you chilling out somewhere? Are you out on the town listening to well, if you're out on the town, I don't think you'll be listening to this, but yeah, are you out and about? What are you doing? What are you doing? And if you're watching this on YouTube, tweet as well. Tweet as well, and I'll collect them all and have a look at them next time and put them all online. So, what's been going on in my world? Sorry that I keep looking up here, but this is where my second monitor is, and how I can swap the scenes around. So, what's been going on with my world? Well, I had a lovely Christmas. Christmas is over and done with, and I'm not going to bore you up with the dentist traumas I've had. Hopefully this Friday it'll be all done and dusted and out the way. But before then, I had a lovely Christmas, had a birthday, had New Year. It's sort of like December's so busy. And then all of a sudden, January's here, and it's just like, boring. And it's just a bit of a letdown. I always think January is a bit of a letdown. But what I did over the holidays is that I took a little break. I took a little break from all my blog posts and things like that. And of course, my ratings has suffered across, both on e-learning blogs and teach blogs and things like that. But I took a bit of a break, but then I'm coming back now, and I've started to blog. And last week, because of my tooth, I was sort of like on antibiotics, so I didn't sort of like feel up to sort of like producing a blog every single day. So, but now I'm back on it. And I feel next week is the week that I'm going to start getting in there. So let's just remind ourselves what you can actually see on Wilson Waffling. So here's Wilson Waffling, and remember that every Sunday I actually produce a waffle, and you can go along and read that, and I'll have a look at those in a minute. I also have a forum, and in that forum there's a discussion forum that you can actually, I'll just zoom in a bit, participate in the chat. And this was the last one that we had, Christmas Pantomimes Effective Learning, and obviously I'm going to wind that up later on in this week in a discussion blog. And then we will have that, and you can go along and you can always contribute to that, as well as the forums. That's a bit big, isn't it, that picture there? There is videos of Wilson Waffling Live on my YouTube. I often waffle about apps, and this week I'm going to waffle about an app. It's all ready to go up, and sometimes I often waffle in Minecraft as well. The other important thing, there is also an Ask Me button here, and you can always send me your questions that you would like me to answer, whether or not this is about teaching or tech or twaddle or whatever you want. You put it there and I will answer it, and those will feature in the next week's show. So if you have asked a question, then hang on, and it might be answered this session or this lesson. Okay then, so what blogs have I put up? Well, you might, I don't know if you saw this, but I did put my Christmas dancing elf one up. Can't remember whether I actually posted this beforehand or not, but this is a bit out of date now. I put that up, so if you were lucky enough to see that, you hopefully brought you a bit of happiness. Technology, the bane of my life. Okay, I actually had an article published in York Talk magazine, which is sort of like a university-centered magazine, on the bane of my life. And so what I did was I had to have it edited. Okay, I wrote an article and it was far too long. So what I actually did was I had to cut it down shorter. And so in the article, in the magazine, there's sort of like the reduced article, and then this is the bigger article. This is the full article here. And they didn't like this picture. I quite like this picture. I thought it was quite nice. Okay, this is my office. Oh, some of you might be able to see yourselves in the background then. You might have had a sneak preview on Wilson Waffling Live. But I quite like this picture. They didn't put that one in. They actually put... it's going slow. They actually put this one in. Although somebody said I look fat in the picture. Wasn't that nice? Fancy telling me I look fat in a picture. I'll never have a picture taken again. So anyway, so I wrote that, and basically it's called Technology, the Bane of My Life, and I wrote about it, and it's a positive viewpoint about technology. So by all means, go and have a look at that. Now, it is customary every year for me to do two things. Number one, to recap on the targets that I set to see whether or not I succeeded. And so this is the blog post that I wrote about succeeding in my targets, or whether or not I did succeed or didn't succeed. So have I succeeded? That's a blog post that you can go along and have a look at there. And also, and this is what I'm going to talk about first of all, I did a post called Do or Do Not, There Is No Try. And this was when I was talking about setting my targets, and I've changed the start of Wilson Waffling a bit on my podcast, so I'm not too sure whether or not you can hear this. Let's see if you can hear this. Well, this is the moment that I don't really look forward to each year, the setting of New Year targets. Do I make them easy so I achieve them, or challenging so I have to put some work into them, or maybe a bit of both? Well, my initial target for this waffle is to stop procrastinating and to get on with it. So what I've sort of like done a little intro, and then it goes into the music, and then I carry on. So the other thing that I would like to point out, and I'm not too sure whether or not anybody has actually seen this at all, but I've got a rating system on my blog now. So in the blog post, you can either rate it 1 star, which is like a down, or 2 stars, which is good. And that's at the top of each one. So if you are reading anything, then by all means go and give it a star, or give it a click to say, even if you think it's rubbish, just giving it a click to say I've read it would be lovely. So what are my sort of like key points for this year? Well, teaching and technology was the first one. So what I want to do is that I really want to embed more technology into my teaching. And I'm really keen to do this. So what I'm going to do is really focus on this. And I want to complete my CMALT, which is a certified member of the Association of Learning Technologists, I think. So I want to get that done this year and so like get that title. So I'm working on that, and I want to sort of like improve my use of technology and make it more embedded. Okay, and then that was just somebody favoriting. Why did no one tell me Aladdin was on? I was too busy watching Princess Diaries. That was me. Not me favoriting it, but somebody just favorited it. Look, you can see it. Oh, you might not be able to see it on this, but can you see it? It's just up here. That's my favorite up there. So anyway, back. I got really excited then. I thought somebody had actually favorited, sent me a tweet. I got all excited. So yes, I'm going to hopefully do a lot more to do with teaching and technology this year. My second one is to become more research active. I really need to do this. I'm trying to write my PhD proposal. I know generally what I want to do it on. I want to do it on something about motivation and engagement with student learners and technology, but it's not going anywhere at the moment. And I keep finding something I really like to do, but then it doesn't work, or it's not unique, or it's not new enough. So I'm still working on this. So this was me to try to sort of like get my acting gear, and I think I am going to get some joint research published soon, so I'll put this up so you can have a read of that. And the next one is to introduce gamification on my site, and I've done a lot of work with this on over the holidays, and this is going to be something that I'm going to almost like work on in the next few days, and maybe write a blog post, a waffle about it next Sunday. So this is my next one. Or YouTube show. I watched ages ago, and you probably I'm a bit of a YouTube fanatic, okay, and to me, instead of watching television, I love sort of like sitting down and actually watching YouTube and or Twitch TV or something like that. It's sort of like I often have it on in the background or something like that. And I really love YouTube shows, and I really like the idea of having a YouTube show. So I'm really going to work on this. And this Wilson Waffling Live is at a new time, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. But I don't know where it's going at the moment or anything like that. But it's fun to be with you, if either virtually or now or whatever. It's fun to be with you. So I don't know where it's going, but it's going to be around, but I just don't know what form it's going to take. So I'm going to carry on with a YouTube show of some description. And I don't know if you remember, but if you've watched YouTube for a while, there used to be something known as Blog Every Day in April. And just before Christmas, a lot of the famous YouTubers were doing Blogmas, and when they blogged every day up to Christmas. So hopefully I'm going to, if somebody can remind me when something like that's coming on, I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to try to do something. And I think I want to. I'm really keen to have like a GoPro camera, but I don't know whether or not they're any good for video quality or anything like that. But I need something to sort of like smaller so I can video. I was hoping for a selfie stick for Christmas or something like that, but I didn't get one of those. But I might have to buy one, or just hold my arm out like this with a camera. But I need to get the right camera as well. So I'm going to be looking at that. So that's something to look forward to on YouTube, and maybe hopefully get some more subscribers there. Just that YouTube show is going to be purely on YouTube. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but it's definitely going to be purely on YouTube. Minecraft. Oh, I really need to get to grips with this. And I've sort of like, I put here that my Minecraft videos lack personality at the moment and lack direction, but I'm really trying to sort of like formulate a good idea for this. And I've got I've got a server set up, and I'm looking to sort of like get some people involved to play on the server, and I've got some ideas. But I think it'd be a lot better if there's a group of us doing something, and I've got some ideas, but I just need to sort of like work on that and to get some people involved. So if you are interested in coming along on the Minecraft adventure with me, then by all means drop me an email. You know where I live. Well, no, that sounded wrong. You don't know where I live. You know my email. So so that was it. And one thing I put down here is that I put, that I'm going to try to do it. But then I thought of the infamous Yoda quote, which is also behind me just there, as you can see it just there. Do or do not, there is no such try. So hopefully I'm going to get that done. So those were my targets. And today there was a waffle, and it was about flipped classroom, and I've decided to sort of like do a series of waffles about technology in higher education. And one of the things I started to talk about, there was a report from Horizon, the Horizon report on technology, and this one I'm going to focuses on flipped classroom. And this sort of like, it doesn't tell you about what flipped classroom is, my approaches to it and how I actually do it, and the concerns and development points that I still need to do. So if you would like to have a listen to that or read, then it's over there. And I must say, I got this fantastic picture from I get all my pictures from Pixabay.com, which is free, but I like to give them a shout out. And a backflip, I would always wanted to do a backflip. Am I too old to do a backflip? I wonder if I'm too old to do a backflip. And well, we'll have to see. That might be a question I pose. Anyway, here's the rating system again, if I haven't said that enough. Rating, I tell you what, if you're watching this on YouTube, okay, if you're watching this on YouTube or anywhere else and you want to add a comment, and I've got two questions for you. So I started off the session talking about singing to you a song from Aladdin. So first things first, what's your favourite Disney film? You can put that in the comments below if you're watching this on YouTube. Or the second thing that you can do for me is, do you think I'm too old to do a backflip? Or what's the right age to learn how to do a backflip? Okay, so that's two things you could do. I've done the Disney one before, but I like it. So that was this week's waffle. And so I'm back sort of like in action with everything now. So that sort of like brings us up to date. So technology, the bane of my life, have I succeeded, do or do not, and flipping 1 year or less. So there's plenty for you to read there. Notice I'm 566 on Teach 100, which is Teach 100 566, which is fantastic. And I was currently at about 24 on the e-learning blog. So that's a good progress as well. So what shall we talk about next? Right, I'm just checking YouTube and everything like that, but nothing is... there's no tweets or anything like that. But remember, if you do want to tweet, then this is my Twitter. And you can just tell me what you're doing at the present moment in time. And remember, you can also give it the hashtag of WillWaffLive if you wish. Okay, so one of the other areas of the show that I have is when we ask questions. And now I'm going to do that wonderful time when we actually have a look online and see whether or not we've got any questions. So here we go for Waffling Wilson answers.
The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is...
Ask Waffling Wilson.
Please note, the new number is...
Ask Waffling Wilson.
Hello?
Hello? Is anybody there? Yes, it's me. Yeah, so here we go. Here we go, the amazing Ask Wilson Waffling. So this is always the exciting part, because the exciting part is whether or not anybody has asked me any questions. Now, it's been a while since this has gone up, because the last one I think was to do with outdoor learning, so it's been quite a while. So I'd probably be inundated with them all. They'll probably be flocking. It's probably off the screen actually, but anyway, let's have a look. Oh. Right. I've answered that question, and I've answered that question. There's two questions. One's the question of the day, which is absolutely fine. And let's put this up just in case you want to ask me a question. So you can pop along to ask.fm/Waffling Wilson if you'd like to ask me a question. Or, of course, press the button on my website that actually does here. Look, you can see it just up here. Ask me there, and if you press that, then that takes me there, and you can just ask the question straight away there. Okay then, so let's go back to the question. So this was 25 days ago, so whoever posted this 25 days ago, I apologize, it's taken me a while to get well into it. Do you ever wear Wellington boots? Now I think this is probably from the outdoor learning waffle, Wilson Waffling Live. I don't know whether or not it's actually on the site. Did I update it? Yeah, it's here, look. So this is probably from this one. Secret Santa and Outdoor Learning. If you'd like to have a look at that over there, then you're quite welcome to. You can find the this was something that this is all about Christmas. Do we need to leave technology at home? And to me, if somebody said to me, right, I would like you to leave really all weird. your Look, technology there's two at of me. home, then it's like
I
celebrity crosswords
pretty
or
mopey,
celebrity squares or something
because
like that.
I enjoy
Anyway,
it. It's yes, you.
This question is probably from then, so I will answer it now. So I apologise to the person who has been waiting so long for this, but the question is, I've lost it. Phone's gone off. Do you ever wear Wellington boots? Right, the answer is yes, I do have a pair of Wellington boots, and they are green. I haven't worn them for a long time, and when I say I haven't worn them, I have that fear. You know when you don't wear boots or shoes for a long time and you sort of like leave them in a plastic bag somewhere? To give you an idea how long it's been, I will probably give them a very good tap on the floor to make sure there's no spiders or anything like that in there when I go to put them back on again. So yes, I do have Wellington boots. Yes, they are green, and I only wear them if I really have to, because I don't really look good in them. Okay, there is the question of the day that I want to answer. I really like this question of the day. It says, who makes you laugh? Now, do you want to know? I'm a great believer in the old-fashioned comedians. So people who makes me laugh on television would be Victoria Wood. I think she is hilarious, absolutely hilarious, and I think if you ever watch Victoria Wood, if you ever watch Victoria Wood, then try to watch. Hang on, you probably hear an advert in my. Hang on, you try to watch this this song because it's wonderful.
The romantic ballad. This is dedicated to my deep interest in the act of physical lovemaking.
Oh.
The sky was clear, the stars were bright. Do it, let's do it while the mood is right. I'm feeling appealing, I've really got an appetite. I'm on fire with desire, I could handle half the tenors in a male voice choir. Let's do it tonight. But he said.
Anyway, she is one of my favorite comedians, and it's so funny. So by all means, pop along and have a listen to her. Other people who really make me laugh, I must say, somebody like Morecambe and Wise, classic comedy, really funny, especially the stand-up shows. I thought they were fantastic on the live shows. The other things, other people who make me laugh, the Bruce Forsyth Generation Game, if you're old enough to remember that it was classic. It really was classic. And if you're not old enough to, I'm just wondering whether or not there's any YouTube's specials of it. But you can actually see it. It's still on YouTube.
Life is the name of the game, and I want to play the game with you. Life
this used to be
can
so
be terribly
funny.
tame if you don't play the game with two. And I want to play the game with you.
Classic. So by all means, we always used to say nice to see you nice. There you go.
Thank you. Lee! Well, thank you. Thank you so Thank you very much indeed. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen and children. Welcome to the Generation Game. Nice to see you. To see you!
Fantastic. Yeah, so that he also used to make me laugh and still does. Good old Brucey, especially the Generation Game. So yeah, so those are the two questions. Who makes you laugh? Those people. Do you ever wear Wellington boots? So thank you, the person who posted those questions for me. So if you'd like to post a question, then it's there. Now let's just. As usual, chat room has been so active, nobody there, and also nobody on Twitter commenting or anything, so I'm not going to spend time going back there. But if you are watching this, then by all means pop down into the titles, into the comments, and tell me your favourite Disney movie, and am I too old to do a backflip? Okay, am I too old to do a backflip? If you're a budding gymnast, then let me know. So, we're nearly half an hour, so I need to leave you now to do whatever you were doing. And I asked you all to tweet what you were doing, and nobody's tweeted anything, which means that probably nobody's actually watching this live. Or, but if you're watching the video, then playback, then by all means still tweet me, and you can either tweet me at direct at iWilsonYSJ, or you can just use the hashtag WillWaffLive. Okay, and that's absolutely fine. So if you are watching this YouTube, then you've got plenty to do. I've given you so much to do, it's unbelievable. So, and do you know, I think I'm going to get told off for not looking at the camera too so much and always looking over here. But I do apologise. I'm trying to do about 8 things. I need a producer. That's what I need. So, thank you very much for listening. And if you're around next Sunday about 7 o'clock, just for half an hour or an hour, depending how it goes, then by all means pop along and be part of the Wilson Waffling Live show. And I do want to do a radio broadcast. Wouldn't that be fun? Playing a bit of music in between, doing some hits. I think that would be fantastic. But I'll look for that in the future. So, thank you very much. I hope you have a lovely Sunday evening. And if you're still interested in seeing what's going on, then by all means, I am off now. I'm going to nip along to Twitch TV and play some World of Warcraft. So if you want to hear my dulcet tones in the background, then by all means pop along there and see me. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I will see you. I'm just queuing up, you can tell, and I will see you all very soon. Have fun, and I'll catch you all later. Bye.